Hello and welcome back to the BF Bricks YouTube channel. Today in this video we're going to be having a look at all the new Lego sets that have been recently announced on Lego.com. Some of these were released as of the 1st of April. We'll have a quick look at which ones are my personal favourite. I've already picked one of these up, so you will be seeing a few videos on that, a few shorts and stuff like that. So make sure you drop a subscribe to stay tuned. A lot of these sets were recently announced, mainly for the upcoming World Cup. So we're going to take a closer look at some of these sets, and some of these sets are actually probably some of the best price per piece Lego sets Lego have done in absolutely ages. So if you're a big football fan, make sure you stay tuned and let's get right into it. Right, so here we are on Lego.com, and as you can see, this is the new tab. They're still pushing these smart play sets. You probably know my personal feelings on that if you watched the previous video, but these are some of the sets they've recently announced. So we'll go through a couple of them and a few more in detail because I've got a few more bits to say. But this is the new Botanical Rocking Plant set. This is quite an interesting set. It's matching the previous Happy Plants, which they recently released, and obviously that was very popular. This is the same price. So I always find it quite strange how Lego have made this a different shaped box. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. The other one was like a long thin box. This is a set definitely planning on picking up because we do have the other two. So I think as a collection, these were a bit of a no-brainer for Lego. It's basically the same set but just different colours. So it's really cool little set as a display, and yeah, it's a bit of a no-brainer for Lego to make that one. Then the next one, these are the World Cup ones, which we'll cover in a second. But the April the 1st wave came, and this is the set which I actually picked up. So you've probably seen a video we did already when we did an announcement video for this set. But this is the Ninja Turtles BrickHeadz. Have recently picked this up, went out for the day in London and went to the Lego store. So they had absolutely loads of these, but they were selling out quick. So this was definitely a set that I picked up. But they've also announced a new wave of like Toy Story sets. So these are the free ones here. You've got, this is the most expensive ones. This is the Slinky bookends. They seem to be pushing these bookends quite a lot, Lego. You've got the Harry Potter, the Lord of the Rings ones, and you've got the Sherlock Holmes set. So this is the newest of them. I do think they're pretty cool sets, and they are cool how you can have them on like a bookshelf, but I'm not sure how popular they tend to be. This is a Slinky, obviously. It's pretty cool. I think there's a few little Easter eggs in the set in some of the pictures which look pretty cool. So you've got like how this like folds out and stuff like this. I do think this is a pretty cool set. I'm not sure if there's any pictures of it actually on the bookshelf with books with it, so it's a bit strange. But yeah, it's a pretty cool set. I can see this one being popular. As you can see, it's available May the 1st. So already getting well ahead on schedule. Then you've got, this is my personal favourite one of the Disney ones. You've got the Alien with the Pizza Planet rocket ride, and I can see this one be really popular, especially if you've got like moving parts. £55. About normally probably the best range in terms of Lego sets. These tend to be able to pick up for around 40, 35 quid on sale. So that's the type of price I'll be looking at if I'm going to be picking one of these up. As you can see, it seems like a quite decent size set. A little bit goofy sort of the mouth, but this at the end of the day is a pretty interesting little toy and a pretty cool little display. And as you can see here by the box, you obviously spin that and it goes up and down. So this one will definitely be a popular set. Then the last Disney one is the Lotso one. Just a cute teddy bear build. Now, probably not everyone's favourite character, obviously for obvious reasons, but pretty nice, nicely done. This is probably the best image of it, looking a bit evil. So again, yeah, £35 for 570 pieces. So again, Lego pretty good with the price per parts piece. Obviously I have a couple of printed parts on there, but pretty cool addition to have to the Lego lineup. And obviously got a couple of Star Wars busts. So now we're going to jump into the main sets which Lego announced this week, and it is the World Cup sets. Now, they seem to have like different themes. So you've got like these soccer highlights, as they call them, even though we like to call them football highlights in this in England. So you've got the Cristiano Ronaldo one, the Vinicius Junior, the Messi, and the Mbappe one. So all of these are $24.99, and I can see these being extremely popular. So we'll just use the Messi one as a example. You get 500 pieces for £25. So if you compare it to the Lotso one, you're getting about 70 less pieces, but it's £10 less. Not sure if these are going to be Lego exclusive. I do like this very minimalistic box art, and it's the same for all of them. I can see these being really popular. The minifigs in these sets are absolutely amazing. I will think it kind of shows you what Lego can do with minifigs. You've got dual molded arms, dual molded legs, custom prints. I mean, they're absolutely crazy how they can do this for some themes, especially for such a cheap set. And then like Lego Star Wars have only just had their first minifig with dual molded arms and dual molded legs. So Lego can do it for some themes but not others. As you can see, it's quite a nice size. That's what obviously the display looks like without the minifig, so it's pretty plain. But overall, I think these are going to be really popular. So that's the Messi one. You've got the Cristiano Ronaldo one. Now they've got like this, I don't know if this is a new piece, this like fire, but it is pretty cool looking Lego piece. And yeah, as you can see, the minifig again. I'm not sure if there's dual molded arms on this one, but you've got the captain's armband, you've got the dual molded legs, CR7 on the foot. That is really cool. And then the Ronaldo. I can see these minifigs being very collectible, but again, it's not going to be a massive price because you can get 4 of these Lego sets with about 2,000 pieces in for £100. So, price per piece, these are probably one of the best ever Lego sets you can pick up. So they're obviously pushing the for the World Cup. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the whole display, so I think it looks a little bit messy, in my opinion. But that's everyone's personal choice. And then and you've got the Vinicius Junior one here. I like the colours on this one. This one, the blue and the yellow, obviously because he's for the Brazil national team. I bet they've obviously got these like display plaques on the front as well. So again, dual molded arms, dual molded legs. I can see these looking really good as like a set together. And you can see like here on this picture, go to the bottom one, this is the back. It looks like I'm not sure if these are going to be stickered. If that's going to be print, that's really cool as well. It looks like you've got like a signature on the display plaque. So again, really good, really cool Lego set this. And then the final version in that sort of theme is the Kylian Mbappe one. This is obviously like the blue and the red for the French national team. Again, you've got the minifigs, which are amazing. You've got another one of these 5 pieces. The number at the back looks clean. Got the captain's armband on again. So yeah, all the minifigs, they will look really cool together. I can see these being very popular. So yeah, that's one thing. It's kind of crazy that Lego have such good value in some themes and not others. Then we'll go from this is actually the cheapest of the set. So this is just a little like the little emblem. This is probably, in my opinion, the worst set. I think it looks really boring and plain. I'm not too sure. I'm a fan of all these different colours on it. Bet that this section here, you've got the FIFA World Cup. That looks terrible. How they've done that. They've got the WORL and then the D very close together. So that to me, this is definitely the worst set they've done for the World Cup. There'll probably be stickers as well, so that would be a shame. But this do have a cool feature. It's got like a stand, but they've also got this on the back. I'm not sure if I've seen this on many Lego sets before. It's like a wall mount, which is pretty cool. That's definitely something. I'm not sure if it's unique to this set, but again, pretty cool. But again, a cheap set with nearly 300 pieces. Then you've got some of the bigger ones. Now you've got, these are the, oh no, you've got this one. Let's do this one next. So this is a like another frame. So it's the US football teams, you got like the kit and a couple of minifigs. So this is again £20. So there's quite a few reasonably priced sets for this. Probably the worst price per piece set, but you do get a fair few minifigs in this set. I'm guessing that that's printed. Obviously they've got this because the World Cup's being held in America, and again I like the box art. So yeah, this is again the dual molded legs, dual molded arms. So you get 4 minifigs in this set, and which is really cool. That looks like it's obviously a sticker. So the numbers are stickered, so you could probably customize it to have how you wanted it, which is pretty cool. Again, so I'm presuming this has probably got the thing on the back where you can mount it on the wall as well. So again, a cool looking set. And then you've got a few of the bigger sets. So you've got the soccer legend, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, I always think Lego don't tend to have these sort of realistic buildable characters. They never tend to look great. The face on these, in my opinion, don't look particularly good. Again, not bad price per piece. Got this cool like signed plaque at the bottom. Obviously, you can have it in different displays. This is him doing like a bicycle kit. That's pretty cool. But again, I'm not a massive fan of these buildable character sets. So yeah, you can see here in scale, it's obviously quite a decent sized set by the looks of it. But yeah, so that's that one. Then you've got the Messi version of that, which is this one, doing his signature celebration. Now, there's a few things. This set, I don't think it looks that good. I'm not the Messi, the eye on the end looks really like it's almost stuck in there. It doesn't look as clean as the CR7 one, in my opinion. The gold and the blue and the number looks good, but the in the middle of the 0 just looks a bit too blocky for me. And the tattoo on them Messi just doesn't look right in my opinion, but the face looks better on this one. So yeah, there's a couple of nitpicks for these. It'd probably, if I was looking at these, I'd probably buy the smaller ones instead, because they also get minifigs. Then they also had the last one, which is this massive. This is the biggest one out of all of them, £160 for 1,400 pieces. So this is actually probably the worst price per piece when you consider you could buy all 4 of the little ones for this. But this is obviously an artwork, and this one I think is probably the coolest sort of artwork. I do like how they've done the tattoo on this one. This one looks a lot more accurate than the littler scale one. So yeah, so these are the this is a better picture of it. I do think that looks really cool how they've done that. Yeah, so these are the new World Cup Lego sets to go along with all like the World Cup trophy, the ball. So obviously heavily investing into the new World Cup sets. So yeah, so that's all the main sets for in this video. If you did like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you're going to be picking any of these sets up, and if you did like them. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.